a river bridge, which is on the route to the Paxson. All these places are reproduced in great details, and you can find those all on the map marked blue icon. In the full version, every visit to a landmark will be recorded on a special board, and thanks to this, the player will be able to additionally track how much he has explored the map. Exploring the map will be an important aspect of the game, in addition to the usual jobs that appear in standard transport location. There will be also special jobs that will appear randomly and will differ from other jobs. In most cases, the type of reward for this task will be also different. We see on the top bar that we are hungry again. We see a warning also. So we still have some food ready to eat in inventory. But first let's take an order. You can already see the query. This is the largest location on the entire demo map. In current area there are several locations like this, but in the demo we can only visit them, and you can't pick up an order. So you can see them all on the map. The map has filters that allow you to easily find locations of each type. It's worth clicking on each icon because most of them contain additional descriptions. For example, stories has opening hours. If you want to do some shopping, it's worth looking at the clock which we have on the top bar, and we make sure that the store will be open. Okay, we are in query. You must now reach the point of orders. The navigation shows where to go, but in addition we can also see an indicator that shows us where to pick up the orders. We must go to the door and pick up the order. As you can see, in demo there is only one order. In full version there will be several different loads in different directions. After accepting the order, the active trailer is highlighted. We need to go back and hook up the trailer. While attaching the trailer, the engine must be turned off and handbrake must be applied. First, lock the trailer. Then connect cables. And finally release the support legs. Okay. Now let's eat something quick. Let's go. Notice that the navigation has been set automatically. You can of course change it, but the route will always be set automatically when you receive the order. And this will always be shortest route, but not always the best one. So it's important that you use the map and avoid difficult places, especially in winter when you have urgent cargo. In the full version you will also have a CDB radio, which will inform you when there are some difficulties on the road. You will be able to react faster and go a different route, but as it is in real life, this information will not always appear. Sometimes you will be the first person who encountered the problem, and it will be you who will inform other drivers about the problem. If you have the right tools and skills, you will be able to remove some of the obstacles, but sometimes you will have to turn around and go a different route. Knowing the route and improving your skills will be the important aspect of the game in full version. In demo we gave you level 6 right away and the ability to remove simple obstacles, so this skill will come in handy soon. We see our first obstacle. The bridge is damaged and needs to be repaired. We left some boards here for you, and from the base you took hammer and nail, so you can repair the bridge. Find the holes and repair them, and then remove the barriers. In addition to tools, you need skills to remove obstacles. But in demo we gave you some skills, so you can do it. You can here in a character panel check it out. In the full version there will be many different skills, and that will help in gameplay. As you may have noticed, the weather changes from time to time. This has also happened now. In the demo version, the weather changes according to a certain schedule, but in the full version there are several weather variants assigned for each season, which are randomized. We can see that we are hungry again. Leaving the quarry, we quickly ate only canned food, and now it would be good to eat something more nutritious. We still have one reindeer meal, but why don't we stop for a minute and we show you how to microwave works. We can heat up frozen pizza in it, which can go bad in the moment because it has a short shelf life. Okay. When we touch the microwave, the inventory will appear, and you will see only the ingredients that can be heated in the microwave. After putting the pizza in microwave, we have to wait a while. And we have our hot pizza that we can eat now. There are three types of food. Two types are ingredients that have to be prepared and cannot be eaten without cooking. Own food like reindeer meat or salmon that we prepared in the base is the most nutritious food, and also from one piece of meat you get 2 or 3 meals that take up only one space in inventory, so it's important. The second type of food is microwave food like pizza. You can buy frozen pizza and prepare it in microwave as we just did. One frozen pizza gives one pizza ready to eat, so this is also a nutritious food, but it has a short shelf life, so you must store it in the fridge where you have limited space. The last type of food is ready-to-eat food, so it's something like canned food or chocolate bars. And this food has a long shelf life but little nutritious. We received a warning that we were tired. We will get it done in a moment. So back to the story about types of food. Make out your own strategy for stacking up, especially if you have to travel long distances to places that don't have many stores. Here we see that it's 8 p.m. and we are really tired now. We will go to sleep in the moment. Maybe we will find a good place for it. We are just reaching the bridge over the Susitna River. We are already close. Energy warning. Oh, we can see that the bridge is close to the tracks. This sometimes happens because of repair work or bad weather. We will wait for a while and we use this time to rest. We go into the back of cabin. We click the bed and we set how much we want to sleep. Down. The weather has changed again. We see snow outside. We have to turn on the lights and go. Be careful on the bridge, it is very narrow. Snowy weather, you have to drive carefully. If you skid and hit something, you can damage the truck and the cargo. So, if you damage the load, it will affect your reputation. Now we are driving on the gravel road, which is not so slippery in the snow, but in a while, when we will be closer to the city, there will be asphalt and it will be very slippery. You can see that it is much harder to drive the truck now. During the snowfall, it's a good idea to use windshield wipers. Much better. Okay, it will be better to put chains on the wheels in a moment. Okay, get out of the truck and put chains on the wheels. Remember to apply the handbrake. We have to do a short mini game. And done. You can see the chains have appeared on the wheels. And now we can drive safely. As you can see, it's snowing more and more. We have already a blizzard. As I mentioned before, if you damage the cargo, it will affect your reputation. Your overall reputation depends on your last 8 orders. Reaching a high reputation level, you will unlock new opportunities. You will start receiving new and more interesting assignments in a logistic location, but you will also be able to find custom missions on the map that are not available to players with low reputation. Reputation is affected by 3 factors: on-time delivery, cargo damage, and parking accuracy. If you are not good at parking, in many places you can just leave your trailer in a large parking place, but some location will not have such a place, so such assignment should be taken only by experienced people. Information about available parking options is always available in the order specification when you take the order. We are in Paxson now, so we are close to our destination point. As you can see, it's also a gas station here. We have to add oil once again. Only 4 miles to our goal. Okay, we can park on this large place. This is parking option. Okay, we can park here. And we have to unhitch the trailer. We must do the same steps as we do when hitching, but in reverse order. Okay, now we just need to complete our order at the ordering point. We see a summary where we get information about how we did. We receive a salary, but also experience and reputation points. So it's all. So congratulations. Thank you for playing, for watching. I hope you enjoy it. Remember that we are waiting for your feedback. So thank you. Hi, I'm Tomasz Węgliński and I'm head of production in Load Studio. With me is Maciej Rybski, who is designer in the Alaskan Truck Simulator. Maciek will be playing and I will talk about the game because it's not easy to play and talk at the same time. I'm very happy that we are able to give you a demo version of Alaskan Truck Simulator. I hope you will enjoy it. But before you start, I would like to tell you a little bit more about the game and about some decisions we have to make in demo version. First of all, a full version of our game is sandbox. You will have a base where you can improve your business and it's your choice where you go and when. It's full freedom there. We decide that this first touch with our game we do as a tutorial with scenario and we will tell you everything. Of course that solution makes that you lose your freedom in game, but please be patient. In full version you will have full freedom, you will decide what assignment you do and when. Everything with your own plan. Yeah, second important thing is to realize that this is not simple truck driving simulator. Of course, core of the game is driving from one point to another and earn money, but you also have to pay attention for your health, hunger and tiredness, because you can die here. So please remember, it's a driving simulator, but also survival game. Is the biggest difference between our game and other truck simulation games. I will tell you more about the differences between Alaskan Truck Simulator and other truck driving games during the gameplay. Finally, please remember, this is demo version. We tested it long and hard, but we have no illusions. Everyone has different hardware and will play this game differently. So there may be bugs and optimization problems. So if this happened, please let us know in the pool we prepared. So we are counting on your help. Okay, so now let's get started. The first thing we see is, of course, the main menu. When loading the game, our benchmarking tool will automatically assign your graphics settings. If you are not happy with these settings, you can change them at any time. We start at the base. This is very important place. This is where you can store everything you buy, and in full version you will be able to expand this place after you earn enough money doing jobs. You will buy new trucks and machines to change tires and paint the truck. When you have money and skills in the future, you can change a lot of things here. The first thing we need to do is prepare for the trip. So we take the reindeer meat from the fridge and we put it to the oven. It takes a while. We have many kinds of food and ingredients, but maybe I will tell you more later. As you can see in the upper bar, I'm hungry now, so I have to eat one of the meals I prepared a while ago. We'll also need tools. We need a hammer and nails to repair the bridge, and we will take chains that will come in handy when the weather gets worse. Okay, it's our parking, so let's go to our truck. As you can see, your truck is very old. After you make a lot of money, you will be able to buy a newer and better one. But now you have to deal with this truck somehow. You can click tab to see all interactive elements. In the back is the sleeping area, a fridge, microwave, and some space to store tools. Maybe I will talk about it later. Now let's get on the road already. We need gas for our journey. After you open map, you can set route to the gas station. You probably noticed that in the upper left corner you have information that under F1 you can find help. So please click F1. We have prepared here a plan of the whole demo and many useful tips. You can find there also key bindings. We see that our screen has started to get frosted. That's because it's winter now and we have only 1 degrees Fahrenheit, which is around -17 Celsius. And that low temperature is having a big impact on your health. We see also that on the upper bar health indicator is blue with snowflake. What we can do is turn on the heater in your truck. After turning on the heating, we can see that the health indicator has turned green, so Now we can continue our trip to the gas station in Cantwell. As I mentioned in the game, you can die. It can happen from the cold if the heater doesn't work, but also from hunger or fatigue. That's why it's so important to equip yourself well for the journey. It's also important to plan your work in such a way that you find time to sleep. If you are very tired, our screen will start to blur and you will fall asleep. It's really hard to drive a truck in such situation. And if you are stubborn and don't go to sleep, you will eventually die. In the background we hear music prepared by our lead sound designer. We wanted the music to fit the atmosphere of the game, but if you don't like it, you can turn it off in the settings. There is also a radio in the truck, so you can check it out. Maybe it works better for you. We are in Cantwell already. We are almost at the gas station. You need to park between two lines. Then we pull the handbrake, turn the engine off and get out of the truck. We need at least 30 gallons of fuel. We set the amount on the dispenser. And raise the gun. At the gas station you can also do some shopping. But now we can drive to the shop and we will make more food supplies and buy motor oil. As you can notice, your route to the shop is set on navigation automatically. It's for your convenience in tutorial. In the full version, route is set automatically only when you get new assignments. If you would like to go somewhere, you have to find it in place on the map and set your route manually. There are only a few miles to the store. Almost every town has a store, but the distances between them are sometimes long, so it's good to do some shopping before each trip. Okay, you can park anywhere. In the shop we need to buy free canned food, also 2 motor oil. Let's buy additionally frozen pizza. I will show you how to use microwave in truck. Okay, let's go to the truck and start the journey for our first order to the quarry. You can buy many products at the stores, but each store has a slightly different assortment. So if you see something you like, it's worth buying more to stock up. You may not have the opportunity later. Of course, when shopping, you need to keep in mind the limited space in your inventory and fridge. It's important to have a good plan of what you will eat and when, especially if the trip is long, because some products have a short shelf life, and products that have a long shelf life are much less nutritious. Also remember about tools for long trip. In the demo we limited the possibility of breaking the truck, but in the full version a lot can happen, especially if your truck is old at the beginning of the game. It's always good to have an extra fuel filter and an air filter. It is also necessary to have at least one additional bulb, which can burn out due to the old age, or when you can damage it when you hit something with a truck. In the demo version of the game, you should mainly pay attention to the oil level in the truck. For sure, you'll have to add oil at least once. That is why we ask you to buy oil in the store. Okay, so now we see our first repair possibility. Some faults are indicated by an icon in the lower right corner of the screen. You can see that the oil icon has now turned red, indicating low oil level. Now we have to stop the truck and make repair, because driving with low oil level will lead to the total truck damage. You must be careful and add the correct amount. You have to fit between these two lines indicating minimum and maximum. Okay, so done. We are good to go. If ever it happens that you don't have tools and spare parts for repair, you can call roadside assistance. But this service is usually very expensive, so it's better to take care of it yourself. Anyway, in the demo we have given a special discount on it, and you get it for free. But it's only special offer here. Okay. In the moment on the left you will see the Igloo Hotel. This is a very interesting building. It has an original shape similar to an igloo. The hotel was never opened for customers and is now a tourist attraction. In the game, this building is not exactly reproduced. It is an artistic vision of one of the graphic designers. We also added some elements that we need to build an interesting gameplay based on not only on driving but also on survival. So yeah, in Alaskan Truck Simulator sometimes you will find a road or place that you can't find on the map of Alaska. Anyway, there are many interesting places in Alaska and we have many of them in the game. Igloo Hotel is just one of them. Not far from there is Alaska War Memorial, and a little farther is Hurricane Bridge. Also, when we pick up the assignment in the moment, we'll be driving over the Susitna River Bridge, which is on the route to the park zone. All these places are reproduced in great details, and you can find those all on the map marked blue icon. In the full version, every visit to a landmark will be recorded on a special board, and thanks to this, the player will be able to additionally track how much he has explored the map. Exploring the map will be an important aspect of the game, in addition to the usual jobs that appear in standard transport location. There will be also special jobs that will appear randomly and will differ from other jobs. In most cases, the type of reward for these tasks will be also different. We see on the top bar that we are hungry again. We see a warning also. So we still have some food ready to eat in inventory. But first let's take an order. You can already see the query. This is the largest location on the entire demo map. In current area there are several locations like this, but in the demo we can only visit them, and you can't pick up an order. So you can see them all on the map. The map has filters that allow you to easily find locations of each type. It's worth clicking on each icon because most of them contain additional descriptions. For example, Stories has opening hours. If you want to do some shopping, it's worth looking at the clock which we have on the top bar, and we make sure that the store will be open. Okay, we are in query. You must now reach the point of orders. The navigation shows where to go, but in addition we can also see an indicator that shows us where to pick up the orders. We must go to the door and pick up the order. As you can see, in demo there is only one order. In full version there will be several different loads in different directions. After accepting the order, the active trailer